Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are at the Crocus City Hall, I believe they call it. We're attending the Agricultural EXPO. So we're just about to enter. It took us a while to get here. The public transportation is quite handy, very handy, but it does take a long time. I think it would have been much faster in this case to take our van, but we wanted to experience it, and so we did it. We hopped, I don't know how many different trains and subways back and forth to finally make it here. And a bunch of walking as well. So it is kind of late in the day. It's probably 1 o'clock already, I guess. But we're just going to go in now. We've got our passes. Everybody, there's yours. It's 3 o'clock already? Oh my. Yeah, so it'll be a short day here today. We're pretty excited about what we can see. I absolutely love farm shows. And in Canada, it's a family affair. So I know we were going to go to one before and people are like, well, you're going to want to leave the kids at home. I said, no, in Canada, this is a family thing. We all love looking at farm equipment. It's fascinating. So this will be the first one. It so far looks very similar to Toronto's indoor farm show, and that is the biggest one in Canada that I'm aware of, other than the outdoor farm show every year in London. Everybody, all right, scan and go. There's a little model of a grain dryer. Very cool. Mixer. Now, if you're not familiar with what a farm show is, we call it a farm show, is just a chance for different companies to display their stuff. Typically, it's different kinds of farm equipment. In the Toronto one, you'll have a hall for tractors and combines and such. You'll also have an area for the milking equipment. Things like that, and usually there's also a lot of seminars and talks and chats, and also they'll be displaying different types of seeds you can get. Oh, here we got Doubt's Far, Kuhn, Weidman. These are really nice.
I want the little one.
Yeah, I bet you do, buddy.
That's the one you found.
So here we found one with drip tape. Different stuff on display that they sell, and this is something we will be needing for the gardening as well. Kind of embarrassing. We just bought a whole load, and I don't even know what company I bought it from. Well, it might be these guys for all I know, but they do sell what we're looking for too. There we got some pig equipment, pig feeders. This is actually what moves the feed in the augers. There's the chain and the paddle. There's a pretend pig, about your size, eh, buddy? And it's a feeder there, and the big bins there.
That machine is sitting it right away again.
Which one?
On that picture there, it was not mighty, then there was a
Oh, up there, you're looking at that.
Behind the combine, or right behind the header, there's a sea drill again.
Yeah. Loads and loads of stuff. I have no idea. Teeny tiny little mixer. I've never seen one that small. There's a TMR mixer. You throw feed in here, blends it all up. And this has got to be by far the smallest one I've ever seen in my life. Very, very small unit. Interesting. Oh, these are something I am very interested in. These are very handy. The arm scoops up the bale on that side, throws it up on the top, and brings it all back. You end up with 3 layers. No extra tractor needed to pick it up. because this is an all-in-one unit. So you pull it with one tractor, does it all, and then you can bring it to the farm and deliver it. And this whole wagon will go up in the air and park it. Park the bales, you drop them off, and then you drive away and go get some more. Very handy unit, very time-saving.
Watch out, Eli.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. All right, stuck around there a little long. That's one I'm very interested in because they have a bale wrapper, they have a baler, and they have the wagon that picks them all up, the trailer, I guess. And they're all built here in Russia. And I do think if you're going to be farming in Russia, it's very handy to buy in Russia. I'm not saying you have to, but especially with the sanctions and things going on, it'll be easier to get parts. You can still get parts from overseas, and he actually ships into Europe and all over the place as well. So both ways works, but anyway, it's a company that I'd be interested in working with. Hey buddy, what's up? Here we got grain dryers. Wes is very excited about this photo, I think. So am I. Neverland. They only have a baler here? Where? Ah, yes. Yep. Everywhere we go, we're a tourist attraction all on our own because everybody just can't imagine there's this many children in one family. All right, this is another good option. It's a very good baler. We would be familiar with these in the West as well, although I always ran a case baler. Anyway, very nice baler. Had a long chat with them as well. Interestingly enough, the general manager is actually in Nizhny, originally from Norway, so that was kind of neat. And they sell, I think he said 50 units a year. It's actually quite a nice baler. That's a neat unit too. Need a big tractor to pull that. Very nice. Those are cool because they switch over. Sorry, I'm talking to Wes while I'm filming. Just showing the kids how this works. Big TMR mixer, if you're not aware of it, this is all the feed for cattle. Tractor, PTO driven, turns the augers here and grinds up all the feed. Just like this unit that's sitting over there, except this is a different company. Alright, all these guys selling small stuff too, so these will be knives. You get knives for, let's say, a disc vine or a swather or something. These ones we'll be very familiar with on a hay vine. And then down here for TMR mixers and things like that. Just something I'm interested in too. Everybody keeps interrupting us. I'm trying to make a video because they all want to talk. But this is for ventilating root crops. So I'm very interested in this because I would like to build something long-term for potato and beet storage. So along with that, it looks like they got a monitoring system here. We're just asking for a business card. But anyway, we're very interested in storing potatoes, carrots, beets, onions down the road. So all the things that are on the piece of paper here, or on the poster here, actually. So very interesting. I don't know if we'll ever get to be to that size or not, but it's still something that we're interested in eventually, in providing good food for people. We need a place to store it too. Oh, so much to see here. Anyway, this is a manure spreader. It looks like it's actually, no, maybe not. I thought it was an injector, but showing the video here on this unit. And here you can see it's putting it down. So rather than spraying it up in the air, as a lot of them do, not like totally in the air, but a little bit, this one here is laying it down close to the ground. Interesting enough unit. And then you get the solid one. So back in Canada, I used to rent the solid spreader, not nearly this big. This sucker is massive. Oh, here, perfect. I love it when they have videos. It's easier for you to see. Anyway, so there's the spread pattern here. He's loading it up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I get to see him spreading on the field. The nice part is it spreads it very, very fine. Now still loading. This is a smaller one with only one axle. The one I would have rented would be that size. No, it's not showing it. Anyway, it all spreads out the back here. There, you see a picture instead. It comes out looking like this. So this one is absolutely massive. Dual axle. Big unit. Hydraulic ram, perhaps. I don't see it. Big unit. Very cool. It's so big I can hardly get it on the camera here. I spread a lot of manure in a hurry. I would never need something quite that. Well, I should say never, but maybe the boys will. Ooh, look at this nice family. Yeah. Hey? This, yeah, they do. Oh, they were showing it a little bit. Too bad they keep changing frames. These are really cool as well. This is a Crocus, built right here in Russia. Beautiful beast. Those who wonder, beast is a good thing. Different model sizes. Well, this is all the same one, I think. They do have different sizes though. Massive tractor. Very nice. Wes was saying they have a smaller one here as well. We'll have to keep wandering and find that. Alright, here's a smaller one. Does it have a size of tractor on it? 525. Alright, so that's a 250 horse tractor. This one. So way bigger than we need as well. Right now 150 to 200 would be lots, I think. Be a nice enough tractor. We got lots to see yet. I definitely think we'll come back a second day. There's still a pile of equipment I haven't looked at here yet. Including that tractor's there. I don't know what that is either. We're open up to see here. Small enough engine. Okay, come around the other side, buddy. Come on. Now, these are super handy for the farm. Again, I would want a smaller one than this. This one's probably much bigger than I need. There's enough room here for one guy, that's it. But they're really nice because you can see out everything. I would just want a shorter one. I don't need one this big. But for material handling on the farm, stacking bales, especially they're telescopic. This one is as well. Not all of them are. Most of them are though. You can slide it out so you can stack up very, very high. And you got a great range of visibility because there's windows all the way around. Super handy.
Hopefully the handle's locked.
Yeah, right. Drop it down. Lots of electronics again, eh? Wonder if it's got cameras so you can see or something. I don't know what else that would be for. Must be. Alright, so these are really cool as well. Doubt's Fire. Obviously not a Russian tractor per se, but they are in Russia. And these kids are, these people, not just kids, they're not a kid. Oh, you're somebody's kid. Are all in Russia as well. Nice enough tractors. Yeah, Krone balers as well. Very nice, good quality stuff. Krone makes good haymaking equipment, at least in my opinion. I might be wrong, but it's happened before. Anyway, sprayer. We don't really do spraying. The last time I sprayed was for liquid fertilizer, an organic type fertilizer we were putting on. The potato harvester, you can see the picture of it on the wall. It's very neat to see this stuff in action. A lot of us just never get to see that. Right? You go to the store and you buy your food and you don't realize what all goes into making it or producing it and growing it, harvesting it. So everything here is kind of designed to shake mud off as it works its way through the system. Here as well, the baskets go up. and all the mud can escape through here. Obviously, when it grabs it out of the ground, it's covered in mud, and by the time it runs through, it rattles off everywhere. Right? Everywhere it shakes off a bit more mud to give a clean product into the truck. There you can see him cutting it off the field. Dump the trash back out the back, and then the good potatoes go up in the bin in the top. There's clean potatoes coming in there. Moves too fast. There's, and they forgot one. There's one in the field there. This one here is more the, well, even smaller than this would be fine, but something that would be more our size for doing potatoes if we get into it. What I'm hoping is that I can find one that'll do carrots and beets at the same time. So this one's not as automated. Basically, these scoops are going into the ground. Potatoes go on here, same thing. They rattle all the way along here, dirt falling out, and then eventually they fall out the back here. It's a fairly small unit. And then they'd land on the ground here where you could pick them up and put them in a bag or something. This would be a hiller, also for potatoes. And potatoes are grown into a hill, so it makes these hills. Now there's a bigger size again, it keeps scaling up. And obviously that one's massive, the big yellow one in the distance there. Lots of equipment. Alright, I've never seen one of these or heard of one of these before. I don't know what this is. A YX2404 enzyme. Literally never seen one. Can't tell you anything about it. Agronics, it almost looks familiar. No idea. Oh, interesting. Never seen one of these before.
Something like this, would it be loaded? They wouldn't have these tires loaded.
Agronics. There's information. So it's made in China. It's a Chinese tractor. Interesting. Alright, so 6-cylinder engine. Chinese built. I have to Google this and see if it's any good. Cab's empty. Alright, initially this is very comfortable, I gotta say that. The seat is much nicer than my Polaris. I was gonna upgrade my seat, but I didn't. Joystick controls. Honestly, I know nothing about this. Whether it's like most Chinese things or if it's actually something good. I don't know. Little tiny sunroof. Looks like a good, yeah, lots of room and good field of vision. Good leg room for a big guy. Forward reverse is still stick, which is very primitive for nowadays. It's mechanical, which is nice because there's less to go wrong, but it's so much nicer to have a shuttle shift here, forward, reverse. But at least it is on the opposite side, which is nice. It's one thing I really don't like is that mine is on this side. So I have to do my loader controls, I have to do my shifting, and I have to do my forward, reverse, everything on this hand. And it's nice to split that up when you can do forward and reverse on this side. Right, because you can swap hands. I can grab this with this hand while I'm shifting with this hand, then I can come back and I can do loader work with this hand. Obviously, most ideal is shuttle, but yeah, neat, very interesting, something to look up. Don't worry, I'm not buying it.
No, I was just thinking there's quite the blind spot right there in that corner.
This post is, yes, that's what she's talking about here. If I can back up,
with these
there's a bit of a blind spot.
They got the black.
And that sticks out so far you can't tell if there's kids there, that's for sure. But I can with the mirror. I completely see you through the mirrors. You can see Anneesa's hiding in the blind spot. I can completely see her. Now I can't see you, no. Okay, so she just stepped back here. This is something she's obviously always, well, we both are, but as a mother she's very concerned, is tractors with a blind spot. It's just a big tractor, right? So, good.
Like the big.
The other thing that's nice is the buddy seat. There's a very small one, but it's just nice. I like having my kids come with. And one reason I really like my Polaris is because there's so much room here the kids can sit here. All right, kids are having fun. Ripped this thing a few times. You gotta be more careful, see? Looks like they're selling augers here for sorting. Or not augers, conveyors. And sorting tables. So this for potatoes again as well. You pick them off the ground, you gotta rattle them across something before you bag them again to get the dirt off. Very good. Yes, sir.
It was like this thing that you could put stuff in and it goes, you could pour it into a truck.
Oh, yeah. A conveyor.
It was
No?
like that, like this. Yeah, like that one.
Like that guy, yeah.
Except it wasn't that
Yeah, and then it rattles along there. Burrs. Alright, more stuff. No idea what this is for. Conveyors and stuff. Here's pottinger equipment, which is very well known for hay as well. A bunch of stuff. Whoops, careful. Merger, super handy, rake. I was actually looking at buying a pull type pottinger mower. I don't think I will right now. The price is pretty high. That would be my preference, is a pull type mower. But the price is extremely high. What are you looking at? Vacuum packer? No way. It's a giant vacuum packer? Very interesting. What's this? Yeah. That is the biggest vacuum packing unit I've ever seen in my life.
Right, but why do they need it so big?
I don't know.
Is it automatic?
Alright, what I came up with is that you can do 4 packs at once, I think. So 2 people, or a person working there can put 2 here, person working here can put 2 here, and then you flip back and forth this side and then the other side. That's our best guess. They're a bit busy at the moment and not giving us any indication of what they do. We're not really planning on buying one anyway, so. But it is a very interesting machine. Oh, this is nice as well. A plow, it's 2-sided. Oh, hang on, buddy, don't push too hard. So this plow, you can tip one side into the ground plow to get to the end of the field. Then typically you would have to drive up the headland a ways to go back the other way. And now this one, because it's a reversing plow, you can just turn right around, drop the plow the other direction, and then you can keep plowing. And so everything will be plowed from one side over, but you can't do that with a non-reversing plow. So it's super handy, way faster plowing. A lot of the time that I spent plowing was wasted in the headlands. Because you're in the headlands turning around, it wastes a lot of time, whereas this would speed it up. So again, if you're doing custom plowing, that would be something that definitely would be interesting, because time is money. Alright, here's another one I've never seen before, and tires. Looks like Shanghai. I'm guessing this is a Chinese model as well. Optitech. Never seen something like that before. Oh, same company as that one we were looking at earlier as well. Oh, this seat's horrible. I immediately banged my head on the back here, and the seat's not very comfortable. First impressions. Field of vision's good. Looks interesting enough. It's got forward reverse here again, still no shuttle shift. There's your turtle and hare. Everything is mechanical. This is your 4-wheel drive. At least it's on the other side. This is probably PTO is my guess. I would think it is.
Is that detached the tires together?
I don't know why there's 2 handles. Well, maybe the one's trailer brakes. That could be. I'm not sure. And then you got some controls here for a few things.
Tractor's full.
But yeah, I'm nailing my head. Now we could move the seat up, of course, but interesting. Never seen one of these before. And tears. This seat, can you fold it in or out? No? No, and then you would never be able to stay on that. You would slide right off. It's not something that's yeah. Now I just banged my elbow back here as I was to turn around. Not laid out very good. Looks nice on the outside though, and there's a smaller one here too. It'd be interesting to have a look. Got a T854 sitting over there. Alright, so there we go. The kilowatts is 130 kilowatt. It's a bit smaller than that other orange one that was Chinese as well. And it's a 2468 cylinder. Interesting. So that's a big one. 8-cylinder. Neat. Okay. So this one here would be interesting, maybe. Whoops, this is a much smaller little unit. Oh, that seat's much comfortabler too. Okay, forward and reverse. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's your fuel. This guy hydrostat? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's interesting. Reverse neutral drive. Interesting, that's on there. That's a stick shift still. But at least it's there. High, neutral, low. Oh, this one's laid out a lot neater and nicer than the other one. And for a small cab, I'm a pretty big guy. It's actually pretty comfortable. It's not bad. A small little guy like this with a little loader for garden work and stuff would be good. Or garden work. From a vegetable production here, of course, but to the scale for our farm, this would probably be enough. I'm not sure how many horsepower this is. We'll find that out next.
videotaping us, videotaping them.
Yeah.
He recognizes us.
All right, nice guys. Interesting tractor. There's an 80 horse tractor, even though it's so small. It's just compact, built for the orchards and things like that. I actually really liked it. It was very comfortable, and it looks nice as well, which is good. It was strange because they figured out who we was, I guess, and right away their promotional crew came out as well, which was interesting. But I'd be interested in something like that, similar down the road, because of its compact size. Big one as well, Doubts Far. Well-known tractors for many years. This is a beast here. Anyway, so interesting as well, that company, they do have a headquarters in Nizhny Novgorod, although they don't have any dealerships there. They are partnered with Gazelle. So I thought that was interesting as well. All right, came into the other hall. I'm probably going to have to come back here. This is a cattle trailer here.
Is it cattle?
And,
it's all different.
well, you can put cattle in it when the sides are up, would be my guess. Maybe not. But I would think that's for pigs. Pigs when it's down. Oh, maybe not this one then. Ours you can convert, you can do both by dropping decks. Yeah, this one's probably for all for piggies. Yeah, so it looks like this one's only for pigs. I have seen ones in Canada that you can use for both, but there's no way you're putting cattle in here because there's too many things like this that would stick out and hurt cows. So it must be just for maybe sheep, goat, and pig. Interesting. Triple decking it. Are you having a fun day? Picking your nose? Are you having fun? Alright, Finney found a tractor. We don't often let him do that, but he just jumped up here on his own, and why not? He's used to our little tractor at home. At least he's not driving anywhere. This is perfect. This is what we should replace our little one with. You could use this for yard work. I 100% prefer an open station tractor, and they're not very common here. I don't know why. I've asked a couple of dealerships, and like, well, why would anybody want to be out in the elements? And the reason is that there's way less blind spots. It's so much more engaging this way when it's open. So I really like this. This is probably Chinese as well. I have no idea. It's got a nice little loader.
Nice little tractor.
Yep. Yay. Not as much equipment. Here's some again. My battery's dying out. I think I might have to come back tomorrow. Like some genetics maybe? Look at that. That's genetics. I guess. Spermatic milking. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. What did you want to see in here, love?
I didn't think any.
You weren't sure?
I thought was over here.
What is it, a feed mixer?
Oh, it picks up something. Grabs a bale or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought there was more like
Not for animals.
Hey? Where do you see them? They don't actually have anything on display. Oh, yeah. So Bomatic, my father-in-law used to install Bomatic many years ago. Well, they don't actually have anything on display, just a picture, but it looks just too bad. Always enjoy looking at the milking equipment. The indoor one doesn't do it. The outdoor one, farm show that I mentioned in Ontario, Canada, does have actual live cows there where they feed them and they milk them. Here's a pelleting machine. Looks like, doesn't it? What is this, for fish feeding maybe? No idea. I don't know. Alright, so this one, the top lifts up, which is pretty interesting as well. Hey? It's telescopic on the sides. That's probably as high as it gets there, maybe? I don't know for sure. It might go higher. Maybe you could double decker. Hey, noisy guy, don't do that, buddy. Interesting. Oh, you know what? You would load this deck full, and then this whole deck lifts up. And then you put more animals underneath. That makes sense. But this top lifts as well. You can see they can bring that down. Save fuel, I guess, when it's empty. Alright, well, you guys are all locked in. We'll close the door and leave you in here. What do you think? Ship you off to the cow factory. Very nice. Oh, aluminum. Very good. There, I lost my family. They're over here now.
It's a little trimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a.
Alright, so it's a hoof trimming unit. We thought actually it was a cattle squeeze unit, but it's not. This is strictly for hoof trimming, which is a very important part. Beef cattle, you don't really do this because they're outside, but for the dairy cattle, it's very important for animal comfort. So the cow would go in here. You can see one hoof is a pretend hoof. Obviously, it's tied up there on this side, and it makes it immobile, so you can actually work on it and do your work. Yeah, well, it's just a model. It's not a real cow, right? But, so very interesting. Okay, hope you enjoyed part 1. Today's video. Checked out a bunch of cool stuff. There is so much more to see. That is only part of the one wing. I haven't finished it yet, and there's still a whole other side here as well, and I believe there's another side over there as well yet too. So we will have to come back. I will come back tomorrow for sure, and maybe Anneesa, because she just realized where she wants to be, is on the other side over here, and she hasn't seen it yet. So probably come check that out tomorrow or the next day. We're going to be here for a few days yet, so maybe we'll take a break tomorrow and then come at it. But anyway, stay tuned for part 2 if you enjoyed that. There's lots more good stuff to come. Lots of great vendors out here, lots of great products, lots of stuff built right here in Russia, which is very exciting as well. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumb it up anyway. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so, and share. We've lost quite a bit of our audience here recently with YouTube slowing down. With the whole slowdown, so share with as many people as you can, help us grow our audience. All right, God bless you. Catch you in the next one.
I saw her up on the hill, on her way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would